Mhm.
The TAHMO weather station is very accurate, but its accuracy depends on it being cleaned. And once a month, you need to go and check the weather station and clean it. The cleaning really has three pieces. The first one is to clean the solar panel. The second is to clean the solar detector on top. And the third is to clean the rain collector. To do this, all we really need is a damp towel and a little paper clip or other stick to clean out the orifice of the rain gauge. So the first thing we're going to do is take our damp towel and wipe off the solar collector. The next thing we'll do is look where the bump on the station is, and there's a solar collector right there. We'll wipe that off as well. Now we've done our wiping, we'll get on our little step stool. And you might need a taller step stool depending on how tall you are. The stations are at 2 meters, and so that can be rather high. So now I get on the step stool and look in and see that, oh yes, this station needs to be cleaned. So if it was just a little bit dusty, I would simply take the rag and wipe out the interior of the station, getting all the visible dust out. But I want to show that you can go more deeply into the station. If you have to do a more deep cleaning, and that shouldn't be every month, but occasionally, then we'll have to take off the rain collector. The rain collector comes off, you'll see a little signal of a lock and an arrow. And so what you're going to do is push down on the spring and pivot it away from the arrow. That unlocks it. Pushing down and pivoting it towards the arrow locks it. So we'll unlock. Now we pull it off very gently because inside are the wires that go to the solar detector. Notice the red wire is pointing towards the inside of the device. So we'll pull off this little connector and now we have it free. Once we have it free, we can look and see that there's a little contamination in the bottom of this. So what we're going to do is leave this spring in place and just take our little needle and clean out that contamination. And then we can take our little rag, get all that out of there. Okay? So now we have that nice and clean. The next thing is to make sure it's clean from the top. And here we can take the spring out. So take the spring and simply pull it out. Just a little bit of twisting sometimes helps. So clockwise twisting helps pull it out. And now we see that there's contamination down there as well. We don't drop the spring. We have to keep track of that spring. Those are very hard to get. So now we're going to take our little needle again and get this contamination all cleared up. Take our rag and get all the last bits out of here. And we can see that we have a clean funnel. Many places you only need to do this level of cleaning once a year. It depends on how many birds come by, how much dust is in the air, other things. So this cleaning with a spring removal is only required occasionally. To put the spring back in, we'll twist it again clockwise and push down, and now it's nice in place. So when would you know you need to clean the spring out? When you see a line where water has accumulated and evaporated from here, that means the water couldn't go through. That's a good indication that you need to clean out that hole. Or if you see an accumulation of leaves and dust and dirt that's actually rising up on the spring, that means you need to clean that out. Or if you look at your data from the rain gauge and you see that a rainfall event happened and you didn't record any rain, that's another indication that it's time to clean out the rain gauge. Once we've got that cleaned out, we can put it back in place. And so what we'll do is remember that here's the little gap, here's our little pin. We take our wire, red wire goes to the inside of the device. We bring it down here, compress, turn, and it's locked on. Make sure that it's nice and secure before leaving. And that's really all there is to cleaning out the station. You should maintain it at least every month, wiping off the solar panel, wiping off the photo detector, and wiping off the interior of the rain gauge. if when you look at the top of the rain gauge, there's a lot of contamination, then it's going to be time to take off the collector and clean it more thoroughly. And we really depend on that work once a month to make sure these stations keep on giving you guys and everybody else top quality data. Thanks so much for your efforts to keep these stations working well.